Hi everyone, I am back with my friend and co-host Avi. It is March of 2024, and this is going to be our last movie discussion podcast for a while. In this episode, we're going to be going back to the archives of Arnold Schwarzenegger's filmography, and today we're talking about the sci-fi action movie Total Recall from 1990. But before we get too far into Total Recall, Avi wanted to let you know a little something about one part he forgot to say about Tropic Thunder 2008.
Well, one part of Tropic Thunder that makes me funny about laugh about loud. When Ben Stiller is separated from this group about all by himself, but in the thunderstorm at nightfall about the. Well, he thought he heard some movement behind the bushes about as a Vietnamese or the something. And then there's like a monster, like a wild bear, could come attack him, and then he tried to stab him savagely. When he opens his eye to look up, then he has a bug-eye moment where he realized he actually killed his own panda. It was very harmful. It's very cute.
And what happened after he hurt the panda?
He has no choice but he skinned him and used it as the panda head as his headdress.
Wow. Okay, that's intense right there. All right.
It was actually the panda bear is supposed to be like a promotional, but you just like magazine covers.
Oh yeah, nice.
Something don't harm save the panda bear, but it looks like he actually killed his own.
Okay, magazines now are a foreign concept in 2024, but okay. With that said about Tropic Thunder, today's episode's all about Total Recall. The one thing I want to say before we get too far into Total Recall is this is one of the movies that Arnold did in 1990, the other being the PG-13 Kindergarten Cop.
Oh yeah, that's like sometimes what's is better. Even though his first comedy movie, comedic role he's in is like the 1988 is Twins.
Yes, that was one of his 1988 comedy Twins with Danny DeVito.
And you know plays the one in the hitman in Twins about his after the main object that he's looking for.
Who?
That's the actor is Marshall Bell, the same actor he's in Total Recall, the leader of the resistance, but his stomach revealed is actually the Quato. You open your mind, the mutants.
Okay, wow, that's an interesting.
He's in charge of behind
That's some interesting trivia right there. All right, so Total Recall. What's the first stuff that comes to mind when you think of Total Recall?
It's like before the Matrix. It's just about the question of meaning of the reality. About about the first dream he had about it's very almost what I was got a little disturbing. He can't breathe on Mars. About the woman he doesn't know about. Even that makes something very mystified. Like if not like you're in Lynchian about to describe if it's a dream or not.
So by the end of the movie, does it end up being a dream or does it end up being real?
When he gets even for first thing he saw the commercials about the Recall Corporation about something to buy your dreams about something to buy your dreams because that movie is also based on a short story by Philip K. Dick, the author of the Minority Report and the Blade Runners, and also there's one in the Amazon series called The Man from the High Castle.
What was the Man with the High Castle thing all about?
It's an alternate reality about what happened. The Nazi did win World War II and conquers the world.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Wow.
Yeah, alternate history.
As far as the whole the writer person you just mentioned is concerned, with Minority Report also had Colin Farrell in that, who would then be the main story of the remake of Total Recall.
No.
Yeah.
No, but even though also about with eyes moment about the popping eyes moment in Total Recall, there's other movies that deal with eyes in the other Philip K. Dick adaptation, like Blade Runner is about the frozen eyeballs at the Chinese place about
yeah.
Even they do the eye scan. They do some eye scan. Even the eye scan in Minority Report.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. The eyes inside a Minority Report. Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
He has to do eye surgery.
Oh, if anybody, since we're talking a little Minority Report here right now, everybody, if you're curious, Avi and I back somewhere in the Spotify podcasts, we did a whole episode on Minority Report. If you want to check that out. So yeah, you're right with the eyes. And now this movie, I like how it seems like a lot of it is what seems like practical effects.
Yeah, and you know who did all the makeup special effects is by Rob Button, who did the body invasion special effects of the John Carpenter The Thing, the monster.
Okay, nice.
And did the makeup in the Ridley Scott, the Tom Cruise movie of the Legend. The big Tim Curry looks like a devil makeup.
Yes, yeah, you've talked about Legend a lot, yeah.
And so also, even that movie is like it'd be a last time to be a practical effect, but if they use it for the during the early '90s about they first started like old Hollywood system about the practical effects like the flooding and even the Ten Commandments is like pre CGI about how they split the Red Sea.
Right, I hear. Well, I hope towards the end of the year that we get to be able to talk about Beetlejuice 2 together, and in Beetlejuice 2, with this happening, directed again by Tim Burton, he is going to make special
effects.
Special effects.
Yeah, the stop motion part, like the sandworms.
Exactly, all that kind of stuff. That whole stand motion like effects he's going to bring back, which I think it's going to give it a more like organic and like really neat feel by doing that way of how he does that. So hopefully, the end of the year, both of us can watch Beetlejuice 2 separately, and hopefully talk about it by the end of the year. And it's again directed by Tim Burton, and he got Michael Keaton convinced to come back as Beetlejuice. So there you go.
Yeah.
So total.
And Winona Ryder and Catherine.
Oh yeah, and all those women, and those women as well for sure. So Total Recall. The biggest question I still have
is, even though last time we talked about is about the one who goes to Recall Corporation to know what you want to go for the simulation to experience. But even though then all of a sudden somebody has a bad moment, like reaction about the other personality, my name is not Quaid. And when spoiler alert, he turns out if he's like is actually a double agent, like works with a Cohagen, like a Ronnie Cox.
Which person or character are we talking about now?
Yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger, if he's not Quaid, about that, we saw the recording of himself and would give him instruction.
Okay.
Where in reality, he was himself. He was once with the main thuggy for the.
Okay. So you're talking about Arnold himself there. Okay. Another scene that I don't remember too much about the movie, but that's why we're talking about it together. But the one scene I do remember is he goes into like a little car thing, and the car is like driven by a robot.
Yeah, that Johnny Cab.
Yeah, the Johnny Cab thing was like a robot, but yeah.
Yeah, like it's almost like it looks like almost like a real actor, but even though they designed it to look like it's automatic.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoy for a ride.
Right, exactly.
The voice of the Johnny Cab is the one who's he's the main star. Is one of the main star of the Star Trek series. And stars in every Joe Dante movies.
Okay, all right, that's cool. Again, that's cool. My biggest question though, again, is by the end of the movie, was he living a reality? Was it a dream? Like, was it what was it really like at the end?
Well, even though in the Blue Sky, that's my dad's favorite part. Blue Sky on Mars.
The which part about Mars?
The Blue Sky on Mars moment about.
Okay, remind us how the.
Tell if it's a start to wake up reality. It's like you're watching the ending of the Inception.
Okay. Oh, we'll get to that in a sec. Well, remind me what the blue star, the blue what?
Sky.
Remind us what the blue sky moment's all about.
Yeah. Well, something about it's like a part of a Mars recreation about how you need a new sky moment.
Okay, so I'd have to rewatch. I would have to rewatch the scene to see exactly what that part was about. But you said that your dad liked that. That was your dad's scene in that movie.
Yes, that's why Blue Sky on Mars is promising for the mutants to have better air.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. Well, we can't seem to get along with people on planet Earth, so I don't know how we'd make it to any other planets when we can't even get along on planet Earth here now together. But so yeah, this movie we already talked about the effects. We talked a little bit about Arnold. You were talking about some other the guy characters that were in other movies and stuff, movies and video games. What else about this movie Total Recall stood out to you?
Well, so to me, even as good parts about the mutants, about who's very they say they're very lower class. About He even described all the movies as very too fascism, like just like director Paul Verhoeven. He also directed other movies very too ultra-violent, and they had very big corporation involved.
RoboCop?
RoboCop and the Starship Troopers.
Yes, RoboCop and Starship Troopers were both very violent.
Yeah, and they had the theme about the fascism.
Oh, sure, for sure, yeah. Well, in my own personal opinion, I think we're living in a dystopia right now.
Yeah, and also sometimes even though and also sometimes what I like about this about going when I was trying to go to this job, we go through the X-ray scanning hallway.
Oh right, I did like the X-ray scene, yeah.
Because if he had X-ray concealed weapons, we can't tell. He's best remember plays Terminator. Weapons, if he's supposed to be scanned in, his whole body inside about is very metalish.
Yeah, yes. So he was probably filming Terminator 2 while he was working on this 1990 movie.
Yeah, even from the same company, Caracol.
Yeah. Cool. Oh yeah, Caracol, yeah.
The same company that makes Terminator 2 and first 3 Rambo movies, and also it also works with Red Heat.
Oh yeah, I saw Red Heat. That was a good movie, Red Heat. That was the action movie supposed to be about Russia, where his partner is like James Belushi or something.
The Americans.
The American Belushi, yeah. That was
like the same concept that you do Lethal Weapon, buddy action movie for different culture.
Yeah. Different cultures there with that. Then earlier you were talking about Twins comedy with Danny DeVito. That should get a sequel. They should call it the Twins movie. They should call it Triplets, and the other adopted brother should be Eddie Murphy. Yeah, that would be. And I also think that it's a sin that we're never gonna get a True Lies 2 because of 9/11.
9/11. That's amazing.
Yeah, we so need a True Lies 2 these days.
Well, you know what they make fun of about besides you saw a Super Bowl commercial where he had problems with pronouncing his accent about the neighbor. It's like the same thing about happens like a Simpson episode about one character is based on Arnold Schwarzenegger. You have McBain.
He
does this one episode. He does makes fun of what could be a star, the comic book hero, that radioactive man.
Yeah.
He's supposed to say up at atom with ATOM, but that McBain mispronounces atom.
Right.
Up
yes.
Atom.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about with Simpsons. I stopped watching The Simpsons a long time ago. The Simpsons was one of the shows that one of my uncles. The Simpsons was a show one of my uncles really liked, but then he passed away. But yeah, The Simpsons. I know which character with The Simpsons you're talking about there. Yeah.
McBain guy.
Yeah.
The Arnold's parody part.
Yeah, the parody thing, and like you said, to keep it more recent, to keep it current for the Super Bowl this year, that's where they had the what you're describing there in the Arnold and Danny DeVito commercial.
Yeah, about the State Farm.
Yes. I like the State Farm. Yes, that's it. I like the action in this movie. I thought the action in this movie was pretty well done.
Yeah, even it's not like they do have a little bit slow motion parts about the one about where the Victor played by Michael Ironside, the main bad guy, but one of the bad guys about to kill.
Does he play a bad guy in like most stuff?
Some of them are, yeah.
Okay.
Except he's the team leader in Starship Troopers, the one with the robotic arms.
Oh, and a robotic arm now? Okay, wow.
First in Total Recall, he gets killed off when both his arms got the arm amputated and he falls down. They said, "See you at the party, Victor."
Okay.
In Starship Troopers, both his legs been bitten off by underground bugs.
Wow. And then they got then Verhoeven has the bugs in the whole Starship Troopers. You mentioned that there's some important stuff inside of the Wikipedia. So if you want to take out the Wikipedia now, we can talk about what's inside the Wikipedia.
All right. Another theme of Total Recall is the meaning of identity in a world where memories are commodities that can be erased or fabricated completely. Vest contrasts, some philosopher guy with Blade Runner, in which memory is presented as precious and vital component of the human experience. While Total Recall, memories can be easily removed, replaced, or revised. These changes are generally embraced. When Quaid learns that he is really Hauser, he in turn affirms to himself, "I am Quaid." He rejects her Hauser personality.
That's interesting. That's nice.
You know what I like about he beats up all the scientists to escape from his to reconfigure his personality.
Say no, wait. Say what about the personality?
When he's about to rechange his personality, he kills all the scientists. Even one we free his arm about and stab the scientist to the throat. So it's like a total like RoboCop situation.
Oh wow, yeah.
And also when he's also Sam looks kind of like a syringe to his brain. Huh?
Yeah. Arnold knows how to do action. That's for sure.
Yeah. I thought it would be interesting if he had Sylvester Stallone about if he make he has to use a hologram about that gets shot about he laughs out loud.
Wait, back up. What happened with Stallone?
That's still I thought his idea of even what if the Arnold Schwarzenegger does some all the Rambo situation where he takes down all the soldiers about you think this is a Quaid? It is. He's both down with three of them.
All right.
He thought it's a hologram, but.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the future might all be about holograms. That's for sure. Yeah, I like Stallone. Stallone is why I like entertainment. Is the way that Stallone puts stuff out for people. Mainly his character Rocky from 1976 is what people relate to, and I do. And yeah, I think. You
watched Cobra?
I never saw Cobra in its entirety. No.
It's a Stallone movie in '86 about it's like it plays a police officer, but it goes to use Cobretti to even you're the disease, I'm the cure.
Oh, that's okay. That's interesting. All right.
Yeah, he takes out all the some kind of the cult group, the vigilante cult group.
All right. Cult group. Okay. All right.
Why he protecting his once was his ex-wife, the actress from the Rocky IV.
Yeah. Wait. Well. What were we saying about her exactly?
Because she plays also with Sylvester Stallone in the Cobra. She plays a model, actually witness.
Wasn't Stallone and her married for some time?
She was once married to her, but they divorced.
Okay, they were married, but then divorced. Yeah.
The Danish.
Yeah. Right. Yes. I remember that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I like Stallone. I like what Stallone does.
All right, here's about the about the themes about the Puerto Rico. It's left up to us to determine what is real, and because of Schwarzenegger's public image as a superhuman action hero, the possibility remains that Quaid the Adventure on Mars are real. Roman said that rewatching the film can induce more doubt in the audience, particularly when the recall manager, Bob McLean, effectively outlines everything that will happen to Quaid, Quaid after the memory of the implantation. During the same scene, Melina is shown on the recall screen before Quaid has met her. At the film's end, Quaid still questions if everything is a dream, and Melina suggests that he kiss her before he wakes up. English professor Jason P. Vest said that by not including herself in Quaid's possible delusion, Melina both suggests and denies he is a creation of Quaid's fantasy. Ironside stated that he believed the film is an analog for manipulating reality for the common people through news and the media at the behest of those in power. Writer Beck Eliev believed that this theme remains relevant in the age of social media, where the line between a person's average life and more curated online, the life becomes blurred.
I like how you described all that, especially to keep it current with today about the whole social media aspect of all this.
Fake news.
Yeah. What?
It's called fake news.
Oh yeah, there is a whole lot of fake news out there. Oh yes. All right. What
I like about the movie, it has a great score by Jerry Goldsmith.
Oh, that's right. Jerry Goldsmith is always pretty well when he comes out with the musical scores. That's a good point there.
And it has very electronically.
I love that.
It's very familiar, like the opening score of the Conan the Barbarian.
Okay, I like any scores that have any electronical aspects. That's good. And then you mentioned about Conan there, which obviously, of course, was an Arnold picture as well.
Right. Well, sometimes even sometimes what I also like about about Benny, the driver, we thought it was very very too jerky guy about
Yeah.
But even though he's actually another trader about he also he drill and he drives a drill machine.
Right. Yes. Yes. Now, what was the name of the actress that was going different places with Arnold during the scenes he was in?
Rachel Ticotin.
Yeah. Who was she supposed to be? What was her character?
She plays a Martian freedom fighter.
Okay, so she decided she wanted to work with Arnold's character in doing stuff.
Because that's what she's. If he's actually a creation about. Remember in the beginning when he goes to Recall Corporation about what to name a woman he wants to cohabit about.
Okay, and then the other female was supposed to be his wife in the movie.
Stone. That's why it's right. It's actually another one. So everything's manipulated.
Right.
Sharon Stone.
Yes.
Larry works with the same director into Basic Instinct.
Yes. She's probably still very upset with the one scene in Basic Instinct that she got upset with the director about is when she was in the police station and the whole moving her legs thing with the one part there. She's still upset about that, which I can understand. But yeah, so those two women are both in this movie. The one that mostly Arnold ran around with, and then the wife thing, which was, like you said, what's her name? She was in Basic Instinct also.
Rachel Ticotin.
Yeah, Rachel is the main woman that she's with him for most of the movie, and then that wife character was in Basic Instinct.
Sharon Stone.
Yeah, the Sharon Stone thing. Yeah.
And she's also in the movie of Martin Scorsese, Casino.
Oh yes. For anybody that's into the Scorsese pictures, you got Casino was in 1995.
And do you know about and also do you know one of the stars of the Breaking Bad? He's also in the original Total Recall named Dean Norris.
Oh, who is Dean Morris exactly?
Dean Norris is the actor, main star of the Breaking Bad. He plays the brother-in-law to the Bryan Cranston.
Okay, I'd have to look him up to see exactly who he is.
In Total Recall, the original, he plays one of the mutants who has one of his eyes covered when he's his face part melted.
Okay, interesting. Wow. Well, now we can talk about some more characters in a bit if you can think of any. But in the meantime, while we're thinking about all that, let's go over some memorable quotes from the movie.
Another actor that I like is Robert Costanzo, who plays Harry. We thought he was his friend during his work, but he's actually you blabbed quick, you blabbed about Mars.
Wait, so are they're friends or not friends?
Well, they want to be friends about remember that recall. Harry tells the Quaid about not to go to the recall because he once had his friend that has been lobotomized.
Oh, that whole thing doesn't sound good between the two of them. That's not great at all.
As he's trying to protect him, he says he hears his stay out of the trouble.
Did that guy die or no?
He kills him. Douglas killed him about when he's been cornered about it when he does the kicking and he break his neck.
Oh wow! Okay.
And
wow.
that's why he doesn't know how he does that. About when he's looking like some kind of like a bloodbath.
Oh wow! Oh my goodness!
This is a delusion. And,
wow. Okay. No, but we were talking about a little bit earlier, the last scene or so, when he says, "Is this a dream?" And then she says, "Well, you'll kiss me and find out." I like that scene. I like that little scene.
Almost like a very similar like The Matrix.
Yeah, similar, yeah. And then so Total Recall came out in 1990, and then The Matrix came out in 1999.
9 years. 9 years in 9 years in the future.
Well, 9 years in movie time, but yeah. Well, The Matrix I think is supposed to take place like 200 years from 1999 in like 20.
It has a good part about the Total Recall has a good part the origin about the pills to make sure if they swallow the pills to make sure if it's a real or not to be wake up.
Oh, well then it sounds like the pills were done in Total Recall way before The Matrix then.
Yeah, to make sure even with the doctor, remember the doctor is a commercial, the memory of your lifetime about.
Right.
He's the one about the tells him to convince him to come back to the real life about by all the pill.
Wow, yeah. Good point.
But Arnold tests it to make sure if it's real or not. But when the doctor is sweating in his forehead.
What happened with the sweating?
Arnold knows about the actor who plays the doctor who tells us to come back to reality. by swallowing the pill.
Wow.
But then it's also about if it's real, but why he's sweating, and then he kills him.
Oh wow, that's an interesting part there. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, and I thought that Verhoeven, the director, I thought the director really swell directing in this. This was a well directed movie.
Yeah, even sometimes well directed about like even besides about it's very too like a very almost like very too like over. Oh, like a very ambitious project.
Yeah, Parts of it seem kind of ambitious there. Now, at this point,
not like Star Wars, a violent Star Wars movie.
Well,
If someday if they ever make another Star Wars movie, can't they make it rated R than like Total Recall?
See, the Star Wars was mostly meant as for family. That's why it's mostly family stuff for Star Wars and not the more like R-rated type stuff. Because it's more directed toward family with Star Wars. At least for George Lucas wanted it for kids, I think. But at this point, let's go over some memorable.
Well, George Lucas directed the first R-rated movie in this first movie, THX 1138.
Oh yeah, that was his early '70s sci-fi movie, which I never saw, but I heard a lot about. Yeah. At this point, let's go over some memorable quotes from Total Recall. Memorable quotes.
Okay, it's a second. Let me find it today. We know though the good line is consider that a divorce.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, when he says to Sharon Stone, "Now consider that a divorce." Yeah, very nice.
Oh, this is like it's crazy credits. It's just a second.
Are there any?
It's also very similar to watching Running Man. It also takes place in the future. About that.
Are you talking about the Running Man?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting movie of his as well. Yeah, 1987. Yeah.
Here it comes.
No, wait. What were you saying? Were there any good crazy credits? Any good crazy credits?
I played a video game, but they already did a video game version of Total Recall.
How was the video game?
I didn't see that game, but if you want to play a playthrough type, if it's not like Super Nintendo or something.
Oh, okay. And were there any good crazy credits?
It's just advertised.
Okay.
No, just there's a word that says play the video game.
Okay.
Give announcements.
All right. Okay.
So you got a lot there showing your face around your house. There, look who's talking.
Look who's talking.
Right?
Okay.
Melina, hello, Hauser. Still bulging, I see. Rub his tail toward there, grab his crotch. What you been feeding this thing? Blonde? I think it's still hungry. Quay wakes up Johnny Cab. Where am I? You're in the Johnny Cab. I mean, what am I doing here? I'm sorry, would you please rephrase the question? How did I get in the taxi? The door opened, you got in. Johnny Cab rolls his eyes.
All right. It kind of reminds me like at the mall and stuff. I don't know if there's any place outside of malls, but like those trash cans that talk to you after you put trash in it.
Oh yeah, and it has a good holographic part. Besides Arnold, is when trying to train yourself to be a tennis practice.
Okay, that's nice. Hologram there, nice.
Right, after fully the corrector of the company with the hologram bracelets, Quaid reappears on the other side of the reactor, right in front of Quaid. He goes, "Haha, you think this is a real Quaid? Then it is." And then it shoots the guard sound. It is.
That's good. That was a well done scene right there. Yeah, I remember that.
The taxi guy pulls up. The fare is 18 credits, please. Sue me, dickhead. And then the cab tries to run him down. It explodes. We hope you enjoy the ride.
Nice.
Even something like, I thought there's an advertisement, like TV spot, the original Total Recall. Yeah, I thought you said fasten your seatbelt.
Was this back when they were advertising it on commercials?
On the TV spot commercials.
On the TV spot commercials back then? Wow, yeah.
Yeah. That's great. Well, Hagen, I have to hand it to you. It's the best mind fuck yet.
The best mind fuck yet, yeah.
Well, don't take my word for it. Someone you trust wants to talk to you. Who is it this time? My mother or the...
Wow.
He tells us about the Hauser. The Hauser is all the personality.
Oh, wow, okay. So, wait, now back to Star Wars for a sec. So you would really be interested in seeing a Star Wars movie that was, like, say more adult R-rated?
Yeah, something about, besides laser fights, is the lightsaber battle should be like, besides we only saw that almost like graphic where Luke's hands got amputated type.
Would it be like, Would it be more?
And people sliced in half.
Would it be more? Would it be more violent and more language?
More violent, and even besides, Leia is almost like a Leia and Slave Class are very too risky. About what if it could be more riskier, like sexual parts.
Well, so this Star Wars R-rated movie would have some sexual parts.
Just for a Twi'lek, the tail-headed alien.
Wait, the alien. Wait, are we talking about a Star Wars alien or Total Recall alien?
Star Wars, yeah.
Okay,
Besides Total Recall, it's very distracting. The three breast alien.
I remember that part in Total Recall. The three breast alien in Total Recall. That was pretty hilarious right there. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. I think an R-rated type Star Wars movie would be way more interesting than the PG-rated ones.
Even they plan to do in the future about Quentin Tarantino wants to make his own R-rated version of the Star Trek.
He never ended up doing the Star Trek, but now he's working on The Movie Critic, his supposed last movie, The Movie Critic. Well, and as far as the movie news for that is concerned, which I hope is true, The Movie Critic might have Quentin Tarantino working with Mr. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is so close to be part to play in the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood before Brad Pitt.
Oh, there you go. If he almost was in, there you go. If he was almost in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, then maybe he'll actually, which he didn't get to be in, maybe he'll actually be in The Movie Critic.
Well, even if his last one would be very good about. Well, Tom Cruise could get a chance about for biggest role.
I don't honestly think it though. I don't think it's going to be his last movie. I think anybody that's a creative like me or him.
It's about the movie A Critic. Will they make fun about it? It's too late for the Roger Ebert. He's best remember. Roger Ebert is best remember a critic about what he does in reviewing movies. I imagine
Robert Ebert. I imagine Ebert would be implemented in that somehow, since he was the big famous movie critic all those years. For sure.
From the 70s.
Yeah. I'm sure he would be. I'm sure he would be acknowledged in some way, shape, or form for sure. But I don't think it's going to be Tarantino's last movie. He's too creative. He has a lot of ideas, like you said with Star Trek. So I don't think it's going to be his last movie. But it might get to have Tom Cruise in it. Back to some quotes.
To a fat lady about, have you bought any fruits or vegetables on a plate? 2 weeks. It speaks about, excuse me? Take you with about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Alright, look at the bed. Move your lips with their hands and move your hand at Uncle Charlie. It's almost not like another thing about if it had explode situation, like Raiders of the Lost Ark type, like a facial movement.
Yes, and everybody, around this time last year, we were finding out that the Spotify was going to have its last few podcasts, and one of those last few podcasts was just an audio-only version of Raiders of the Lost Ark. So if you want to check out Raiders of the Lost Ark, Minority Report, or any of the Schwarzenegger movies we did, you can catch that on the Now to See Spotify audio-only podcasts. But the first time it got to be in a video form, for the first time ever, was for Temple of Doom.
Okay. And there's one about get ready for a surprise.
Get ready for a surprise. Nice.
There's actually a robotic head.
Oh, no. Yeah, the robot head's nice. We are officially, by the way, Avi, we're officially, just to let you know, we're officially 33 minutes in for runtime. Currently 33 minutes in. So, anything else you wanted to say about the Total Recall that you think the audience should know about?
Well, if you think about the ending, think of it like if it's actually a dream or something about the... You gotta make sure about find something in the items that you need to touch yourself to make sure if you really are in a dream, like a hot iron or something, or a splash of water.
That's a good way to see whether it's a dream or not. I like how you just put that. Yeah.
We thought we were thinking about the ending of Back to the Future, the first one about Marty McFly wakes up and it's all just a dream or something.
Yeah, that's what he said. And in the Back to the Future Part 2 also has some holograms in it.
Oh, yeah, holograms?
There were some holograms inside of Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah, the Jaws 19, big seagulls. Shark still looks faker.
Yeah, still looks fake, Jaws 19, yeah. That was funny. I had seen it before you had sent me to it, but that little whole clip teaser where it said Jaws 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that whole clip about Jaws...
What would happen if they should have been making more Jaws movie, then than the other Fast and the Furious. So
Yeah, Fast and the Furious now. Fast 11 is supposed to be the last one, but that's what they say for the main line. But yeah, that's with Fast and the Furious there. And then, just so I remember, recently, just to tell the audience, you had sent me this really cool thing about clay, the whole boxing clay thing.
Oh yeah, about the Rocky Balboa with the Brisk commercial, that Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that was well done when you sent me those two clips about the clay type boxing type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and you got my email I sent you about one time. It's about I heard about Disney DVD are about to be finishing up their own physical media about that now. But some of the future films are released through Disney, like 20th Century Studios, Marvel Films, or
wait, which company is which now? Say it again.
The Disney DVD, like Movie Club, about
Disney's now going to be from which thing now?
It goes to switch it to the Sony Pictures Home Entertainment.
Okay, so it's all going to Sony Pictures now. Yeah,
that's a read about what's next. About
I got that email. Yeah.
Paramount, they make a deal at the home release.
We'll see. We're going to see what happens with Paramount. But you said that Disney became Sony.
Yeah, because they had to switch to their copyrights.
Okay.
About the future.
Right. Yeah. We'll see what happens with all those type things.
Very bummer about that. I want Disney had their own. Disney had their own company about to revive.
Yeah, Disney owns way too much. Disney owns way too much these days. But speaking of Sony, for my business here that we're talking on, my video camcorder is a Sony camera. This is a Sony camera.
And also, you can listen to Sony Music.
Oh yeah, and then of course, Sony
and
Music.
Sony DVD player.
Yes, all the above. And when I used to watch Jeopardy, but I stopped watching after Alex Trebek passed away, Jeopardy was from Sony as well.
Jeopardy is Sony? Oh yeah, like Sony Television.
Yeah, the Sony Television for Jeopardy, yeah. We're officially 36 minutes in now, 36 minutes in. So, anything else you think the audience should know about Total Recall 1990?
Well, even if you enjoyed about watching a Mars movie, besides Total Recall is the best Mars movie, was best of all is a Ridley Scott movie called The Martian. There's no violent parts. It's just about the astronauts got actually left behind stranded on Mars.
That came out in 2015, right?
Yeah.
That's got Matt Damon,
Jessica Chastain,
Matt Damon in all these movies. He always plays the guy who's lost and has to be found in all these different kinds of movies.
And also, there's another movie that's very one character is very like a.
Wait, did you say? I'm sorry again. Say again.
One movie is called The Bourne Identity. It also starred Matt Damon. It's like a Total Recall, but except this person is a spy. Is also a spy, but he doesn't remember who he is.
Right. Yeah.
When he takes down the police, it's very like what Quaid did to his friend.
Yeah, that's similar. Yeah, that's true. Now you said that.
You never know how he fights. You never know how he fights.
Right. Now you said the Red Martian you said the Martian movie was directed by Ridley Scott.
Yeah.
Right. So just to keep this current for everybody, Ridley Scott is giving people this coming November Gladiator 2.
Oh yeah, even too bad that Russell Crowe's not gonna be in it, but too bad that you heard about Russell Crowe. His career is not doing so well.
No, it's not. You're right. Yeah, it's not doing too well at all. No, unfortunately not.
Even recently about the Pope's Exorcist.
That was one of his more recent projects. Yeah. Now, if you had to, in your own personal opinion, if you had to grade or rate Total Recall from 1990, how would you grade it?
A-.
I would agree with you. I would also give it an A-. I think an A- is a good grade for that movie. Yeah.
If it's the best science fiction movie, then there's RoboCop.
Wait, what I'm saying? Which one? You like both movies? Which one's the better one? RoboCop or Total Recall?
Well, Total Recall is very too something very almost like very.
They're both. I mean, like
very hyper.
Yeah. I mean,
but the main villain has in common in RoboCop is Ronnie Cox.
Oh, okay. I think if I saw everybody, I know which guy they all are. I thought both movies are hyper. Both movies were well done. Both were hyper. They're both well and for different reasons. RoboCop, I think, is going to be a lot more. I mean, people will still like Total Recall as well, but I think like RoboCop will have a lot of people liking RoboCop.
All right. And or sometimes I watch it. Recently, last time I saw that Paul Verhoeven movie is the one movie called Ellie, with Isabelle Huppert. It's a foreign movie in 2016.
Oh, it was a foreign movie from 2016? Tell, tell,
Even though he's
tell,
originally the Paul Verhoeven originally directed a foreign movie from where he's from, like from Dutch.
yeah. He also did a Holocaust movie.
The one about the Black Book or something.
Yeah, the Black Book or something. Yeah, I think he's a good director. I think.
And he also directed Hollow Man with.
I saw that. That was something else. I saw Hollow Man. Yes, I saw Hollow Man. I saw Starship Troopers. I saw Basic Instinct. I saw RoboCop.
But avoid watching Showgirls.
And I've also seen Showgirls.
Just like when they mentioned Scream 2 about when the caller calls you about what's your favorite scary movie, and he said, and one of them says Showgirls. That's scary.
Okay, that's funny. Yeah. Wow.
You know what scary movie I'm most afraid of is Roger Rabbit. That's scary.
Yeah, you told me about that. That has the scary part there. Yeah.
And even that makes me like something about avoid watching it. Even now, they ends up watching on the show on Disney Plus about the. I know you had to convince a company to erase that movie.
Well, Disney. The way Disney's making stuff now, a lot of people are not happy about how Disney is right now.
No. You even heard there's something about they're canceling their project or something.
Possibly cancel things. Yeah, but yeah, I would say since we're never gonna get a True Lies 2, which is very unfortunate. I think they should at least try to work on triplets and have the third adopted brother be Eddie Murphy. And
It's
since I know
the skin color.
Yeah, forget skin color. People can be brothers regardless of skin color. And I just thought, since I can no longer watch Netflix because of password sharing, then people can tell me what they thought of Beverly Hills Cop 4.
All right, but and hopefully it's only just available to stream on Netflix. But I heard what's coming out on DVD originally from Netflix is the first season of Wednesday.
Have you seen Wednesday so far? How was Wednesday?
Not yet, but it's very much improved, but it's very darker. It's from produced by Tim Burton.
Right, that's what I was gonna say. Tim Burton was part of that there, yeah. And now, the Wednesday from the classic early '90s movies, she's like a full-grown adult now.
Yeah, she makes a special guest appearance in that Wednesday season.
Nice.
Plays one of the teachers or something.
Yeah, and it's so unfortunate that Raul Julia didn't get to live longer.
No, who plays Gomez in the recent Wednesday as Luis Guzman?
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. What does that person do outside of that?
He's sometimes a character type. His face looks like a very wolfish look.
Okay.
Like I remember one he's in with the actor the actor plays the Passion about the Passion of the Christ about the what's his name about the Jim
Caviezel, who played Jesus. Yeah.
He stars together with him in the movie the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, I saw that movie. I saw the Count, and I saw Passion. I saw both of those. I do like your viewpoint about how they should come out with a Star Wars movie that's like adult R-rated. I like that idea.
Just like they did an R-rated version of any X-Men franchise, like Deadpool or the.
Oh, you're talking about Deadpool was R-rated? Yeah, Deadpool came out,
and also Logan, and
right, both of them.
Logan is R-rated too.
Yeah, I think the fact that Hugh Jackman is coming back for Deadpool 3 could possibly really mess up how his movie was for Logan in 2017. It could mess it all up.
Even be like this would be like a Deadpool 3 would be another multiverse story.
Yeah, it might possibly very well maybe, and it comes out end of July. I plan to go see it this summer. It comes out at the end of July. It should be interesting to see what they do with Hugh Jackman's character. But
and say this movie for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, it could be possibly their first R-rated movie.
Oh, they did say it's supposed to be R-rated because Deadpool's R-rated, yeah.
Yeah, because that way I'm hoping what Disney could allow to have an R-rated movie about except. But the past Disney have their own studio that is R-rated, like from Touchstone Pictures and Hollywood Pictures.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The R rating it might affect some box office or audience or what have you. But yeah, the Deadpool movies are meant to be R-rated. But yeah, the Disney part was later on after Fox with the Disney now doing it. But I do plan to watch Deadpool this summer, and hopefully it's a well done, fun movie.
Yeah. Even so for that, we didn't see for that. I only saw the first teaser trailer of the Deadpool 3, but we didn't see the face. We see it really is Hugh Jackman.
Well, we kind of saw the pictures ahead of time. They had the pictures already shown. Yeah, but yeah, the teaser at the end showed he's not exactly shown. I'm hoping after
it's the first time in the franchise that now the Logan Hugh Jackman wears a classic Wolverine costume.
Yes, the classic kind there. Yeah, for sure. I was thinking like after your mourning period is over, you can catch Deadpool 3.
Well, if it has a good reviews or they like it.
Oh, you're saying if there's bad reviews, you're not going to go see it?
Yeah, we can't tell about what's point of view or what's the box.
Reviews, reviews are subjective. Some people critics like or don't like, audiences like or don't like.
Wow,
reviews can be very subjective.
Even what happened to Quentin Tarantino about this point of view? Is the movie called The Critics by Quentin Tarantino? Is it about point of view of the most hated critic about the?
I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be about, but. They claim it's his last movie, but I just think he's way too creative for that to be his last movie. I think he has a lot of other projects in mind that he's not going to have a last movie like that. I think he has other things he wants to get made. So when they say last movie or he says last movie, I don't buy it. I think he has other ideas he wants to make. But it would be really neat if he could work with Tom Cruise for that.
All right. Maybe sometimes he compares if they want to do a little makeup on him about that, what the critic be like.
Yeah, maybe makeup for sure with that kind of stuff. Oh, also recently it was announced Bad Boys 4's June 14th movie.
I read that now they did have the announcement about what they moved the schedule.
Yes, so originally it was going to be June 14th. They moved it up a week to June 7th. So I'm going to be seeing it with another friend from the group on June 7th.
All right, but we still, and even what I heard, there's also there's a new Kevin Costner 2-part movie about this for this year as a Horizon American Saga.
What is that about? What's he doing?
It's a epic Western movie.
Oh yeah, that's him. So that's him going back to the westerns again. Nice.
He stars in a Western series that called Yellowstone.
Yeah, then there's the Yellowstone as well. All right. Yeah, he does all kinds.
You ever saw Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves?
Yeah, that was a funny movie.
Prince of Thieves, the one about with Morgan Freeman and Alec Rickman.
Yeah, that was funny. That was good. I may have only saw it once, but it seemed like a cool movie. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It even has a great score. Score by Michael Kamen. You heard every like from Disney promotion. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, wait. Did any of these movies have what's his name? Did Richard Lewis? Any of those movies have Richard Lewis?
I never heard. I never know him. I never know about him.
He was a comedian.
I heard about the only role he's known as Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah. So he recently
passed away.
Yeah, he recently passed away, and the last episode had a memorial in the beginning, and he was even shown in the episode in a few scenes. He had recently passed away. Unfortunately, he was a comedian who was in Curb. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget, but I thought he was in one of those type of Robin Hood type movies. I think I'm not exactly sure. Or it was either Princess Bride or Robin Hood or something of that nature. We're officially 48 minutes in. So, what are your final thoughts and opinions on Total Recall 1990?
Make sure you go to the simulation and make sure if it's a reality or not, like the Matrix.
Right, yeah, the similar plot storylines with both Total Recall and The Matrix, yes, for sure.
And also, good air quality about that.
Oh, and then the Total Recall air quality, nice, okay.
Great Mars.
Nice. Well, I hope everybody's going to enjoy our deep discussion about Total Recall. Sorry, go ahead.
And also, good quality is open your mind.
Open your mind. I like how you deliver those lines. Very nice.
Yeah, it's just like there's another movie. A question about reality is the one with Tom Cruise, Vanilla Sky.
I saw that. Yeah, 2001, Vanilla Sky. That was a wild movie. So but Penelope Cruz. Oh my God, Penelope Cruz.
Yeah.
All right, so
Cameron Diaz. What about Cameron Diaz?
Cameron Diaz, I would say. The Mask. The Mask is. I think of The Mask for Cameron Diaz, not so much the newer stuff. She was really great in The Mask.
Or what about there's something about Mary?
And yes, and also of course, there's something about Mary. Yes. Yes, for sure. I hope you guys all liked our deep discussion on Total Recall and the other movies and things we talked about with all that. We don't know when the next movie discussion will be about exactly, or if we can decide on one. But by the end of the year, we hope to talk to you about our discussion of, hopefully, Tim Burton and Michael Keaton's Beetlejuice 2.
Right. Well, also listen to a soundtrack by Jerry Goldsmith you listen to. Besides Total Recall, other scores he does is the First Blood, the first Rambo movie, and but he also has a good score in the Secrets of Nim.
I never got into the Secrets of Nim, what that is, but I do really like First Blood. Yes.
Secrets of Nim is an animated film not made by Disney, but it's by Don Bluth. It's like a fantasy adventure with about mice and rats.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Wow, nice. All right, any last words for the audience before we start to wrap this up?
We hope you enjoy the ride.
Oh, is that one? That's one of the quotes from the movie. Oh, we hope you enjoy the ride. I liked how you deliver that too, as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a good robot scene.
Oh yeah, one of the robot scenes there for sure. Nice. Very cool. Very nice. Well, thanks for coming on. We finally got to talk about Total Recall, and yeah, I hope people get something out of this.
All right. I'll see you around.
See you around. See you around. I'll see you in class.
Okay.
Okay, talk to you soon. Well, everybody, that was finally our deep dive discussion of Total Recall 1990, which of course talked about some other movies and other things as well. And I can't wait to work with Sailor Dennis soon in hopefully some current event projects. And support your local movie theater throughout the decade of the 2030s, now only 6 years away, to see a big theatrical-like experience with a community of strangers, because it's so immersive, so incredible, because streaming movies online at home is just not the same thing at all compared to the movie theater, which you want to keep in business many more years. Everybody dance and have a good time. One more time. Everybody dance and have a good time. This is friend and co-host Avi and Millennial Man Motions Entertainment, LLC, signing out till hopefully the end of the year's Beetlejuice 2.